Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The All-Star weekend for the MLB has been very exciting for me. Until today, I'm not gonna lie. The All-Star game was very, very mid, if not very poor. Um, the ending score for today's game was 4-0. The American League won 4-0. NL did nothing. They pooped. It was bad. Um, But besides that, man, I'm not gonna lie. I watched that's what it is, the Rising Stars all-star game for the minors. That was cool. Um got to see a couple young Cardinals play in that game. I got to see a really cool pitching prospect that we drafted last year, Liam Doyle from Tennessee. Really hoping he's gonna be able to become one of our future aces. Cross your fingers. At most, hopefully a good starter for time to come. But he's still in the Double-A with Springfield Cardinals, and then we also got to watch. I think you pronounce it Renell Rodriguez. Dude is like 18 or 19 years old right now in Double-A for Springfield, and he's one of our really good catchers that we have in our farm system as well. It was really cool to see him play as well. Dude has a lot of potential, really good power at his age. So it's nice to see those guys and other young guys that people are talking about in the minors as well. Got to see a couple teams, best players like some of the guys from the Pirates, the Dodgers, because they have top 5 farms. For some reason, the Dodgers do, which is crazy. I don't know why they have to have a top 5 farm while they're still competing for championships upon championships, but it is what it is, man. But that was fun, man. And the biggest highlight of my week, and maybe the month of July at this point, man, was the home run derby. I know we were talking about it a little bit, Zach, but I honestly did not ask you. Did you peep some of it? I know you saw the ending, but how much did you intake?
Yeah, I want to set the record straight real quick. I don't really know ball when it comes to baseball, so take that with a grain of salt.
But is he getting back into it though?
The very end. No, I'll still be a casual,
Okay.
but I watched the very end of Jordan Walker's his third round. The championship round against
Yeah.
Schwarber, and man, that was just incredible. I mean, he had ice in his veins. So I didn't even know they had a rule change, to be honest. So I was watching it, and I was like, oh, mathematically, this can't happen. He lost. He's getting second. And then they were talking about like the new change where it's like if you hit a home run on the last ball, you keep going until you, I guess, don't hit a home
Until you
run.
miss.
So I did not know that at the time, and I'm like, wait, what's happening? And he just kept hitting dinger after dinger, and I'm like, dude, is he like gonna win this thing? It was incredible.
Mhm.
He had like the whole stadium booing him every time, and man, he just took it on the chin and he did his thing, man. It's crazy. We finally have a Cardinal player to win the home run derby. So pretty cool.
And that is right, Zach. First St. Louis Cardinal to ever win a home run derby. That's insane. That's crazy. We've had literally some of the best power hitting players in this game, bro. We had Big Mac, bro. We had Mark McGuire. We've had Pujols, and we just never won one. Like it's crazy for the amount of times they've been in the home run derby too. None of them have been able to sniff it, but Mr. Jordan Walker himself, who would have thought? Not me. I coming into the season, I did not expect that. But man, going into that night, I had much faith in the man because, to be honest with you, I felt like he had a really good chance to win. I know he was known as like an underdog, and people weren't expecting him to win. But that's just because people don't they haven't been paying attention, man. St. Louis is back on the map for baseball at this point. Um, and it's crazy no one was paying attention to how great he has been doing this season and how well of a power hitter he is. Dude, he's been practicing for the Derby ever since he announced he was joining in. And I'm not gonna lie, just watching the tape on him before he got to the actual home run derby, I was feeling really good because, especially with how his swing is, he really doesn't use too much energy compared to other guys. Like when you're watching him in the derby, he's very nonchalant, dude. You don't really see him putting much effort in. And that's just because Jordan Walker's just one of those guys where it's like he's just naturally a big guy who can just absolutely take the seams off of the ball. Like no matter what. He doesn't even have to put all of his muscle into it, bro. He just naturally can hit bombs.
And that's kind of what I noticed too when I was watching. Like they were showing replays as well of Schwarber's round, and it looked like he was putting his whole back into it. And then they would show Jordan Walker, and he's just nonchalant, like super chill, just like a nice smooth swing. It was just a crazy drastic change between the two. It was like every time he would hit the ball, I felt like it wasn't going out just because of how like almost soft it looked, but it would just carry all the way out. And so that was really cool. And like you said, who would have thought at the beginning of the season this would happen? Because it's like I'm a casual fan. I do follow the Cardinals, like the box score and everything, and that's about it. But wasn't he like not very good last year?
It was bad, man.
Must watch.
Dude went from being a bust, possibly going to Memphis. Like the man, if I remember, and it's funny because I actually just went to a Cardinals game this past Saturday when they versed the Braves, and me and a buddy went to the game, and we were talking about it. We were like, dude, it's crazy because Jordan Walker this time last year was batting like barely 200, and his OPS was like 581, which is below league average. League average is usually like around 700, if not maybe just a little bit less than 700. But typically, if you have an OPS of 700, that's typically like pretty average hitting stats. But yeah, dude, it was bad to watch last year. That's for sure. Pulling up his stats, I mean, he's actually been a negative WAR player his whole time. Like coming into this year, his win above replacement has been a negative 2.6. Negative 2.6. He's been a negative his whole career. It was even worse. He was a negative 1.7. This year, he's leading the Cardinals in WAR at a solid 3.8. He's now a positive WAR player at 1.2 over his career. He's almost eclipsed his amount of home runs he's had in his first 3 years. In his first 3 years combined, he has about 27 home runs. He has 22 right now. He's projected to eclipse his home runs all combined from that time. His batting average, he bat 215 last year and had a 584 OPS, which is just atrocious. It's practically unplayable, especially at the position he was at because he was playing right field majority of the year.
Yeah, what a wild change of events going from that to now the player he is today, an all-star home run derby champion. Dude just won $1 million too. What a good weekend for Jordan Walker.
Man's arbitration is like $800,000. That man won more than his contract. He's in arbitration, guys. He's not even like extended yet, which
it's a nice stretch of days he's had here.
Yeah, Jordan Walker's definitely going to get a fat extension, but that extension's not going to be until the season's over for sure, because I've been telling people, I'm like, it makes total sense if I'm Jordan Walker or his agent. Dude, you're riding out the season. Especially after the home run derby. Oh man, you're riding this out to see what you can do. I say best case scenario, what you want is if Jordan Walker can somehow also get like MVP nods. He doesn't need to win MVP, but dude, if he can get votes in there, he's really gonna maximize his extension. I'd be shocked if he doesn't get signed to a big boy contract once the season's over.
He's already looking like a future Dodger.
Or whoa, whoa, calm down, calm down.
That's how it be.
They're probably gonna wait on the salary cap though, because next season is definitely going into a lockdown. But yeah, hopefully we can get him for cheaper. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how that all pans out. But yeah, dude, like first round, him and Wilson Contreras tied for the most home runs in the first round. Easy, just dominant first round. Hit 13 homers out of 20. And then when you get to the next round, you verse. There's four left, and then it's 1v1 between the four of them. So Jordan Walker versus Junior Caminero, who is known as one of the best home run hitters in the league. I think leading up to the home run derby, I think the announcers said that the dude hit like 10 home runs in the last 12 games before the derby, which is actually insane. That is that had me worried when I heard that. but and also he was the runner up last year as well. So coming into this derby, a lot of people thought he was the favorite, but dude, Jordan Walker came in. Junior Caminero kind of choked, bro. He only had 6 out of 15 in the second round. And then Jordan just came in, bro, and just cooked, man. He got 7 easily. I don't even think Jordan got to 10 pitches by then. And he just absolutely dominated both rounds. And then in the last round, obviously, luckily Schwarber had got to go up first, and then Jordan Walker, man, those last 4 was crazy, man. But yeah, they did change the rules. I know you mentioned earlier. The rules that they did change was they got rid of the time limit, which thank God they implemented that, like I think it was like over a decade ago now, and I'm so glad they finally got rid of that, because dude, the derby is so much more exciting when there's no more like time limit, and it makes it to where we can enjoy these players' home runs way more. And dude, those last 4, I was enjoying every second from those last 4 from Jordan Walker. Those were some absolute moon shots he was hitting. And it's nice for the players that they get to enjoy them too. But yeah, them getting rid of the time, and also having it to where once you get on your last pitch, if you go on a streak, you stay in. That's just awesome, man. And it obviously worked out, because with that rule, we saw what happened, man. We saw some clutch gene. I mean, it was impeccable, bro. I think that's the best home run derby I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if I'd say it's the best ever. Just because like the Ken Griffey home run derby is pretty legendary, but it's definitely up there, dude. Like it was crazy, man. And the dude is 24. For him to do that in an arena that is favoring Schwarber very heavy because they're in Philly, I mean, all the odds against him, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jordan Walker.
I'm still getting
Good stuff.
goosebumps. Still getting goosebumps, guys.
Still get goosebumps to this day.
Yeah,
Later.
it's crazy, man. Oh, I got to keep going to more games this year, dude. It's crazy.
No, for sure. Yeah, we'll be keeping tabs on Jordan Walker the rest of the year.